Today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble and hang your wall-mounted pull-up bar. Now before you start, there are a few things you're going to need. Two 17mm spanners. If you don't have two 17mm, an adjustable spanner will do. You will also need a 14mm spanner. A hammer is useful to have but not essential. And I would also recommend that you have a spirit level as well, because nobody wants a wonky pull-up bar. Inside the box, when you open your box, this is what you're going to find. So you're going to find two support bars. You're going to find the bars that protrude out from the wall. You're going to find the brackets that bolt to the wall. You're going to find your crossbar, the bit that you hold onto. You can have 12 wall anchors. These are the anchors that we use to bolt the pull-up bar to the wall. There are going to be 4 nuts and bolts together with washers that we use for bolting the crossbar on. And the other bolts will all make sense as I explain and show you how we put it together. So let's get started, and let's first put your pull-up bar together. So whilst I know this looks a little bit complex, I promise you it's actually very, very simple and takes almost no time at all. So the first thing that we're going to do is put our crossbar, and we're going to mount this to our bracket. So they just slot on. Everything is pre-welded for you, so very, very easy to do. Washer on, nut on, and then we're going to use our 17mm spanner to do these up. So again, on the back there is another bolt. So again, we're going to put our washer and our nut on, and we're going to use our 17mm spanner to crank these up. We want to make sure these are nice and tight, because we don't want a rattly pull-up bar. The next thing you need to do is fit your support bar. So we're going to fit our support bar. So this just slots on as so. And you'll see the nuts are already welded on. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to use our washer and nuts on the bottom section. And then on the top here, we're going to use our bolts. So the bolts and washers will come in from the top of the crossbar, and they will feed into these pre-welded nuts. Again, all of these nuts are 17mm, so we're using the same 17mm spanner for all of them. So here we have your first pull-up arm, done, complete and built. So now all we need to do is repeat the process for the other side. So now we've built both of our arms, all we need to do is attach the crossbar. So remember to put your washers on when doing this. So washer on, and we slide our bolt through. Crossbar on, this can be a little bit fiddly on your own. Washer in, and then just get the bolt on just a few turns. If you do struggle with this, of course you can lie the whole assembly down. And what we'll do is just get one bolt in each side in exactly the same way. Always remembering those all important washers. Now all we need to do is add the other 2 nuts and bolts and tighten it up with our 17mm spanner. So when tightening these up, this is the part you're going to need either 2 17mm spanners or a 17mm spanner and an adjustable spanner. So what you're going to need to do is hold the nut from one side, and then we're just going to tighten the bolt from the other. What I would say is don't crank all of these up one at a time really tightly. Do them in a bit of a sequence so that things go on squarely. If you tend to tighten things up straight away too quickly, they can often end up a little bit wonky. So do it in steps. So there you have it. Your pull-up bar is completely assembled and ready to hang on the wall. Don't forget, you're also going to need a drill. So it makes sense to recruit a friend to help you hold this up. I wouldn't recommend tackling this on your own. If you do decide you want to tackle it on your own, what I do is take the center bar off and measure it and do it that way, but that's not the easiest way of doing it, because if you get your measurements wrong, your holes are going to be in the wrong place. So what I suggest is you ask somebody to help you, and also don't forget to check that the pull-up bar is level before hanging it on the wall. Right, mark your holes. So now you can see what we've done is we've drilled all 12 holes, we have fitted our wall anchors, and then what we've done is we've taken our pull-up bar apart again, and we've just fitted the brackets to the wall. This is much easier than trying to hold the pull-up bar and fit the wall anchors at the same time. So what we do is we take it apart, we just put the brackets on. Now what we're going to do is rebuild the pull-up bar on the wall. Don't forget, you're also going to need a drill and a 14mm drill bit. They don't need to be quite as long as this one, but this is the one that we had.